You need to be on LinkedIn. There are no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Job seekers who want to find a better job, higher paying positions, must leverage LinkedIn. But there's a difference between being on site, optimizing your efforts, and really making it work for you. For that last point, becoming a thought leader on LinkedIn is far and away the best route to take to differentiate yourself and land a new opportunity. In previous lessons in this course, we've talked about building and optimizing your profile, searching for decision makers, and leveraging LinkedIn for networking. Those are all important things to do on the site and will help position you for success. But to really make a difference and pull ahead of the competition, there's one thing you need to do: publish. Too often, job seekers don't understand why publishing is so vital to being a thought leader on LinkedIn. Many don't think that they need to publish at all. After all, most people aren't looking for a job that requires them to write anything. The underlying point to remember is that just like your favorite brand does, you have to promote yourself. You are your brand, especially when it comes to social media. Theoretically, you could stumble across a brand while out in the world, but you're much more likely to find it through the company's sales and marketing efforts. You, as your own personal brand, will be well served to follow that example and market yourself. Since LinkedIn is so powerful with such a vast reach among decision makers and executives, it is the best place for you to reach your target market. You can share engaging content on LinkedIn as a post. That's a great first step and will get you your content seen among your first level connections with potential to reach beyond your broader network. That's technically one aspect of publishing. But when we refer to publishing, we mean writing articles on the platform. Just like writing a blog or article, you can publish your content directly on LinkedIn. Then that shows up in your connections news feeds and they can comment, like, or share your article. When your connections comment on your articles, their connections can see their comments, meaning you'll passively reach second-level connections as well. Your articles can also be assessed through your activity feed on your profile. Access your activity by clicking on the picture in the top navigation bar on LinkedIn and going down to Manage, where you'll find Posts and Activity. To see other people's activity, go to their profile, scroll down to their activity, and click on Show All Activity. That will pull up their activity page where you can see articles and what they've published. If your LinkedIn profile is set to public, it is indexed on search engines, namely Google. That means you can be a thought leader on LinkedIn and Google as well. If a prospective employer Googles your name, and they will, your profile and information will show up. And if your articles are well written and include keywords people are searching for, they will show up on Google as well. That's a pretty big deal if you're looking to get known as an industry expert. Obviously, publishing is a huge for creating your status as a thought leader on LinkedIn, and you can do even more to get the word out. As you're completing your article on LinkedIn, you will be prompted to share a post about it on the platform. Write this in the engaging and exciting way that you would write any post on this site. This post is what will show up in Connections news feeds, so they are alerted of your news article. You can extend the life of your content by reposting later in the next week or month. Choose different days and times to post with the goal of reaching different audiences. One article can have a longer life and further reach within this tactic. You can post your article in any LinkedIn group you belong to. Groups are ideal for sharing content you've written that will also benefit members. Also, since you're probably not already connected to everyone in the groups, this is an opportunity for you to grow your network as well when they see you know your industry. Hello, connection requests. While LinkedIn is the epitome of social media for business professionals, there are other platforms available to you as a job seeker. Copy the link to your article and share it on your Twitter or Facebook. Belong to a group on Facebook that might benefit from your insights? Share it there as well. The more reach your content has, the better your chances of becoming a thought leader on LinkedIn and in your industry. A recent addition to the publishing component on LinkedIn is the ability to send a newsletter of your content. This allows members to subscribe to your newsletter so they are alerted when you write new articles. You can curate your newsletters to highlight your best content in a way that makes sense for the people you want to see it. Just remember to post regularly to ensure your subscribers are always receiving fresh content. After an interview, you'll send a thank you note, but you can continue the conversation by providing even more value. Think how much you'll differentiate yourself from the competition when you follow up after an interview with a link to an article that you wrote that touches on the topics you discussed during the interview. That just got you a little bit closer to the job offer. The great thing about publishing on LinkedIn is that you can write about practically anything. However, if your goal is to be recognized as a thought leader on LinkedIn, it's best to write about your industry. You could tackle something you know well and discuss that, or you could take on a topic about which you're not as familiar with and learn something. Either way is fine. The article platform on LinkedIn is pretty dummy-proof and walks you through the steps of how to write an article. Access it from the top of your homepage, where LinkedIn gives you a text box and options. Click on Write Article, which sends you to the interface to write. Draft it right here or copy and paste it from Word, Pages, or Google Docs. Be sure to add a cover image and break up the content with headers, quotes, and images throughout. You can also add links as appropriate. Start with about 4 or 5 paragraphs and build from there. Strive to be educational, entertaining, and engaging in your article. Don't just copy and paste other people's content, but if you want to write your own take on it, link to their page and share your 2 cents. Don't just say anything negative about the other writer. Being a thought leader on LinkedIn can help you to be seen by your target market, namely key decision makers, recruiters, and employers, while positioning you as a subject matter expert and industry leader. Remember that you are your brand, and to help others see you, you need to publish. Why is publishing so important? It differentiates you as a thought leader on LinkedIn. Your content lives forever in your activity and shows up on Connections news feeds as well as Google. You can extend the life and reach of your content through a focused outreach plan, both off and on LinkedIn. You can share information you know extremely well, or you can learn about something new and take readers on the journey with you. Before you know it, you'll be a published author, and that will put you head and shoulders above your competition in your job search.